Good morning. It is Monday, the 13th of May. I'm out here at Kiser Lake, and it is my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Mandy. She is 21 again. Think about that one. The wind is supposed to kick up a little later. Right now it's fairly calm. So I'm going to go fish the North Shore early and then be prepared to come over here and hide out on the South Shore when the wind picks up later. I have no idea what's going to work today. I am starting with a chatterbait, a spinnerbait, a lipless crankbait, and a speed worm. Thrown a speed worm once or twice, but never really fished it seriously, so today is going to be kind of the inaugural day of the speed worm. So let's get on it. Let's see what happens. All right, about 45 minutes into it, I hooked my first fish. Pretty decent little largemouth. And got him on the spinnerbait. Little 12-13 inch. We're not going home skunked. All right, I have come over here on this little secondary point to tie some new baits, to take a break, get a drink, and refresh my sunscreen a little bit. Halfway through the day, I have one fish. We're post cold front, so a slow bite is not a surprise to me. And I think this afternoon when the clouds start moving in, I think after it's gotten up into the 80s and the cloud, I think it's going to get better before I leave. I took my sexy shad off my lipless crankbait and I went with a red. I took my War Eagle spinnerbait off, tied on a purple, and I took off the speed worm, tied on a black lizard with a blue tail. These are baits that have produced. When I come out here, I try not to do the same thing every time. I don't want to throw the same baits. But when I'm not catching fish, it's time to switch back and throw what I know is going to get some fish in the boat. All right. I'm on my third cast with this red rattle trap. And I'm thinking this is a big wiper. He is literally turning the boat into the wind here, so could be a big catfish. I just don't know. This is a tough fish, whatever it is. And it's possible I may have snagged a carp too, I don't know. He is peeling drag. I've not even seen a flash. I have no clue what this is. But I just, literally the third cast with this bait. It's staying down. That makes me think it's a big wiper. I don't want to get in a hurry, and I don't want to, when they run like that, you just let them go. Boy. He doesn't even feel like he's getting tired yet. And as I'm sitting here fighting this fish, I realize I do not have my measuring stick. So if this is a Fish Ohio fish, I'm in trouble. And he is still not giving up. Okay, now I can feel him getting a little bit tired. Oh, it's a huge, huge catfish. Holy mackerel. Okay. I'm going to get this guy on the boat, and then I'm going to take him over to the shore and weigh him. This is possibly close to a 10-pound fish, maybe even more. And I didn't snag him because he has the hook in his mouth. He tried to eat that crankbait. All right, so I have him in the net, and I think we're just going to leave him dangling right there. All right, this catfish, there's my hand right here, is monstrous. I got to get the scale out. This catfish is 9 pounds 6 ounces. This is a tank, absolute tank. Woo! Look at that fish, 9 pounds 6 ounces. Let's see if I can get it, make sure it records. Yep, 9 pounds 6 ounces. That is not my biggest catfish ever, but it's definitely my biggest catfish out of Kiser Lake, and it was a lot of fun. So let's move on and see what else we can find. I think I may have figured something out. I'm back here in the pads. They're just starting to come up, but I'm throwing a weightless stick worm, and it's a green pumpkin with black flake. I've gotten 2 really good hits. I haven't hooked the fish because the wind is blowing loops into my line, so I've got to figure out how to position myself where I can keep my line tighter and get a hook set as soon as I feel the fish on there. But I'm pretty confident I'm going to have a fish in the boat here in a minute. Fish number 3 on the purple spinner, right here by the boat ramp on the south shore.